So, I'm going to switch over now.
All right, great.
Nå har du prøvd å lære norsk I et par uker. Spent på, hvordan har det gått?
Yup, that's me. You're probably wondering what I'm doing being interviewed on national TV in Norway in rapid-fire Norwegian, and frankly, right now, I'm concerned that I didn't even understand that question. But let's roll the clock back a little bit. So I got an email from a Norwegian journalist from VG, which is apparently Norway's biggest newspaper, asking if they could interview me for a story they were doing about me on their TV show. And given how much I love learning languages, maybe I could even try to learn a little bit of Norwegian for the interview as well, he asked. In a moment of either stupendous arrogance or profound foolishness, I volunteered to do not only the entire interview in Norwegian, but also to do it 2 weeks from now, in Norway. So as you can see, today is Friday, May 6th. I have just purchased the tickets, and the interview is scheduled for the 26th.
You've taken the challenge, you're going to be studying Norwegian for a bit, trying to learn. What do you know about the Norwegian language, maybe the culture?
I don't know a single word of Norwegian at this point.
Roughly 2 weeks time to learn the language before you get over and have a little test over here. It'll be interesting to see what you come up with in that short amount of time. We'll test you a bit. That's great.
Yeah, and you know what? This works for you guys both ways because, like, if I do great, then it's an interesting, challenge. If I do really badly, fake internet polyglot exposed, right?
So, excluding weekends, I have about 2 weeks to learn Norwegian before my flight. My goal is to study for 2 hours per day, which equates to 24 hours of total study time. Most of this time I'm planning on spending with tutors, and I'm gonna be trying to just speak from the very beginning because I need to learn this language as fast as possible. And, I don't have time to sit around with like grammar exercises and stuff. Not saying you can't learn through grammar exercises, but I just don't got time for that.
To explain to you like what I'm doing, they challenged me to learn Norwegian in 2 weeks and then fly to Oslo and speak it in a TV interview there. So,
yeah. 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. And I already got the plane tickets, so I have to learn Norwegian in 15 days.
Okay, so you're going to Norway in 2 weeks.
Yeah. And the way that I learned was by asking these teachers what stuff meant in Norwegian and then writing everything down in what was to become a 61-page Google Doc full of Norwegian sentences. How would you say like I am Norwegian or I am American?
Yeah, it's the same verb. It's just jeg er. Like this is the conjugated form of å være. Jeg er norsk. Jeg er amerikansk.
Jeg er norsk. Jeg er amerikansk.
Ugh, so I'm starting to think I may have bitten off more than I can chew with this challenge. Usually the videos that I do, I know exactly what I'm getting into. For like a restaurant, I'll need to know how to order. But this is gonna be like a very open-ended conversation that I'm expected to be able to participate in.
And just to be clear, the journalist hasn't given me any questions in advance, and so I have absolutely no idea what he's going to ask.
Native speakers in a language typically know upwards of 10,000 words. Now, I don't have time to learn 10,000 words for this challenge, but if I want to get to like an A1 or like an A2 level, where like I can have an open-ended conversation about a bunch of topics, I'm thinking I need to know like at least 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 words for this. How do you even pronounce that? I'm getting a little bit nervous for this, but so thanks, man, appreciate it. One thing I did want to add about studying Norwegian that I find really funny is how many of the words sound like, well, for example, kake means cake, faktisk means actually, and shitkaken means meatballs. Yeah, I'm not making any of these up.
So today happens to be May 17th, aka Norway's Constitution Day, so I came out to this big Norwegian block party in New York City to see if my Norwegian is actually usable. Wish me luck. Hi, how are you?
I'm great, and you?
I'm very good, very good. You have hot dogs?
Yeah.
Okay. Hvordan sier man hot dog på norsk?
Pølse.
Pølse?
Yeah.
Okay, pølse. Jeg vil ha et pølse.
That's a great pronunciation. It's a little bit tough words.
Yeah. Jeg synes at norsk vanskelig. Ja, litt vanskelig. Litt vanskelig. Tusen takk.
Vær så god.
Jeg vil ha en brus,
Yeah.
Brus, right?
Yeah, but do you want the Norwegian, like, really good soda?
Yes, that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, the one har coupon. Gratulerer med dagen.
You're with a real star right now. How are you?
A good Norwegian hot dog. Jeg har lyst. Uwe Hotz. White guy shocks Norwegians by speaking Norwegian. It's not a great title. Jeg liker Klarenden. Jeg liker Klarenden. Tak.
I'm liking your
Sorry.
Norwegian.
Oh yeah. Tusen tak. Jeg kan litt norsk. Yeah. Hvorfor jeg lærer norsk?
He's a very good dancer.
Jeg skal dra til Oslo neste uke. Jeg på snakker norsk in TV. Jeg Uwe Hart.
So you have to know this dress is called a bunad.
Bunad. Thank you. Yeah.
Norwegian is not included in your deal.
And they said like, hey, could you learn Norwegian in 2 weeks and then go try to speak it on TV?
At least you learn in 2 weeks.
So-
You have to tell the consulate. I'm gonna tell the consulate.
Jeg liker å spise norsk mat, norsk kultur.
Norske jenter.
Jenter also. Should I get a Norwegian flag? Would that be considered cultural appropriation by Norwegians? What do I say?
So jeg vil kjøpe, like, I want to buy.
Jeg vil kjøpe en flagg.
Ja.
Ja. Jeg vil kjøpe en flagg.
Ok, stort eller lite?
Ikke lite. Store. Stor. De koster det samme. Så den dyrere. Større. Bigger? Extra big? Okay. Større. Alright.
Jeg har tatt den med.
Okay. Hvor mye koster
de?
Hvor mye koster de?
Jeg betaler.
$16.
$16. $16. Alright. Here we go. Alright. Tusen takk. I feel so Norwegian right now. This is very strange.
So with a total of 30 hours of Norwegian study time under my belt, spread out over 2.5 weeks, it was finally time to fly to Norway.
Oh my god, guys. Somehow I've made it to Oslo, capital of Norway. I'm jet lagged. I've been on the plane for like 10 hours. It's so crazy to be here. I don't know, man. This was just like this stupid idea like 2 weeks ago. And now I'm in frickin' Oslo? Like, what? Everybody speaks Norwegian. I don't know. It's making me a little nervous. And they all speak way better Norwegian than I do. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to impress anybody with my Norwegian here, guys. Wanted to check out some authentic Norwegian food. Reindeer stew. That's right. This is reindeer. Let's try it, huh? Here we go. Probably not going to be on like my top 10 foods of all time list, but you know what? It's an experience worth having. All right, a little bit nervous now, guys, but we're going to the interview, and wish me luck.
Roughly 2 weeks ago, we challenged Ari to come here, learn Norwegian, and now he's here. Ari, how are you? How's it been?
I'm good. You guys ready to expose me?
Very ready to expose you. So, I'm going to switch over now.
All right, great.
Nå har du prøvd å lære norsk i et par uker. Spent på, hvordan har det gått?
Ja, jeg har lært norsk i 2 eller 3 uker.
Hva har prosessen vært? Hvordan har du lært?
Jeg har lært bare ved snakker. Så hele dag jeg lærer med lærer på nett. Så jeg liker å lære ved snakker fordi jeg synes at det er mer for meg det er mer raskt. Så ja.
Og forrige gang vi snakket, sa du at du har jo lært opp til rundt 20 språk, kanskje mer enn 20 språk. Hvordan rangerer norsk på den vanskelighetsgraden?
Så jeg synes at norsk er ikke vanskelig fordi det er likt engelsk. Så jeg synes at det er mindre vanskeligere enn andre språk som jeg har lært. For eksempel like, språk fra India eller Afrika. Men så klart norsk er ikke språk, alt språk er vanskelig og er ikke lett å lære raskt i
to eller 3 uker, så nå jeg er litt nervøs, ja.
Ja, og du klarer deg veldig fint så langt. Vi snakket også om at du kunne ikke så mye om Norge. Det eneste du kunne, det var at du likte norsk laks. Norsk laks, det var godt. Har du lært noe mer om Norge?
Nå jeg har lært mange om Norge. Spesielt fordi nå jeg er inn i Oslo. Jeg innså at Norge er en vakkert land. Naturen er veldig vakkert. Også norske jenter er fine også. Og jeg synes at også Oslo er en fin by. Jeg liker å spise norsk maten her. Jeg innså at nordmenn elsker pulser. Det er interessant.
Du har ikke vært der lenge, knapt et døgn. Har du klart inntrykk av oss nordmenn? People?
Nordmenn her er veldig hyggelige. Jeg prøvde å øve norsk her, men det er en problem som er først problem er at nordmenn alle snakker veldig godt engelsk, så det er litt vanskelig å øve norsk her. Også mange folk i butikker snakker er ikke fra Norge, så de snakker bedre engelsk enn norsk. Så ja, men nordmenn er veldig hyggelige og er veldig overrasket for å øve norsk med jeg.
Men herlig, er det noe annet du ønsker å fortelle om på denne språkreisen?
Jeg liker veldig godt norsk og norsk kultur, og jeg liker å være her også. Jeg synes at Oslo er en veldig fin by, og i går var jeg i badstuen. Jeg likte å bade i havet, men det var veldig kaldt. Ja, men jeg er veldig grateful. Takknemlig for that experience. Yeah.
I'll be perfectly honest here and tell you that there were 1 or 2 questions there that I didn't fully understand and for which we had to briefly switch back to English. But overall, I'm really proud of how I did given the constraints of this challenge, and although making this video required a huge amount of time and effort, if it can inspire even one person to start learning a new language today, it will have been worth it.